Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got another Minecraft kid story time that was sent in to me. Thankfully, this time they're not directly related. I feel really bad whenever it's like someone's brother or something that just is going ballistic over this game for some reason. Either way, I know you guys really love these, so I figured I would make it into a video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. But before we do, be sure to press the like button if you've ever played Minecraft before, alright? And I'm paying attention, I'm watching. The person who sent this in to me does not live in the biggest town that's ever existed. There's like 3 or 4 large-ish neighborhoods, and that's about it. And so all of the kids in the town go to the same school. And because it's not the largest school on the planet, everybody is kind of aware of each other, like not to a creepy degree. It's not like everyone knows everyone's biography. But if you've known these people for like 6-7 years, you've always been in the same school, even if you didn't necessarily call them your best friend, you probably knew who the person was. And there was a guy who didn't live near him. He lived in his neighborhood, like a couple blocks away, but he went to the school that was always known for getting a little bit too invested into whatever he was into at the time. You know, he was the type of kid where, like, if he had an emo phase, he was just going to wear Darth Maul makeup to school every day and just talk about nothing about how, like, life is nothing but a dark pit of suffering. And so everybody was just kind of aware of the fact that whenever he would get into something new, he was going to go way overboard with it. And people really didn't have an issue with it, except for when he would try to, like, shove it down other people's throats. For example, man, like if he decided that, I don't know, coffee wasn't good, he would walk up to anyone he saw with a coffee cup and be like, you really shouldn't drink coffee, man. You know coffee's really bad for you. I don't drink coffee and it's changed my life. Which, listen, I understand that people can make choices about whatever they want to make a choice about, but you're making a choice for you, bro. Like, just because you decide to do something doesn't mean that everyone else has to do everything the exact same way. But whatever, one day, the kid comes to school and he starts talking about how he's gotten into this game that no one's probably heard of before, and instantly people are starting to be like, oh, he's gonna get obsessed with it. And he's not telling anyone what the name of the game is, but he's like, it's this super low-key indie game that none of you guys have probably ever heard of. And he's acting super elitist about the fact that, like, he's playing this game, you know. Oh, yeah, only, like, the most elite gamers know what this game is and how to play it. So you guys have probably never heard of it. And finally, after a couple days of, like, just trying to bait people, I guess, into, like, trying to figure out what game it was, he started telling people. Because no one was interested, you know? Like, he would go up, oh, I'm playing this new game you guys probably have never even heard of because it's super secret. And no one was like, oh, dude, please tell me, please tell me, I'm so excited. They were just kind of like, all right, cool, good for you, I guess. You know, they didn't really care one way or the other. So after a while, he starts telling them that it's this little game they've probably never heard of called Minecraft. And I don't know if this guy had just actually been living under a rock like Patrick Star, but Minecraft is not some tiny little baby indie game. Maybe if this was taking place in 2009, when it was in its alpha or something, that would make some more sense. But let's be realistic here, dude. Calling Minecraft an indie game, like, technically it started as that, but saying it's a less known indie game people have probably never heard of. Yeah, dude, have you ever heard of this little known battle royale called Fortnite? Like, come on, man. Minecraft is one of those video games that I feel like even people that don't play video games know about. Like, I feel like if you did a poll of grandmas, they would probably know what Minecraft is just because their grandkids are into it, and, like, you know what I'm saying. Either way, everybody's kind of like, dude, we know what Minecraft is. We've been playing Minecraft forever. Like, it's just not really some super brand new game that's, like, the craziest low-key game. And immediately he starts getting all defensive and he's like, well, if Minecraft's so popular, how come I never see anyone playing it? And listen, man, I don't know what you wanted them to say to that. Like, maybe you just don't look at things, but I feel like the Minecraft stuff is kind of everywhere. And I'm not trying to sound like a Minecraft super stan. I don't think it's like, you know, the greatest thing since sliced bread. It's a good game. But to pretend it's some like little known unpopular game and that no one ever plays it is insane. I feel like some of the biggest YouTubers on the entire platform have made Minecraft series or are Minecraft YouTubers. Like, even PewDiePie did a Minecraft series that did incredibly well, dude. What do you mean you never see it anywhere? They have Legos. They have Minecraft Legos. Once something is turned into a Lego, that's how you know it's mainstream. Lego don't mess around and do weird stuff. Either way, everyone's kind of like, all right, man, yeah, whatever. I guess you just know some secret indie game no one's aware of. And he's like, yeah, even if it is known to you guys, I'm probably way better than you at it. Which I also think is hilarious. Like, I'm better than you at Minecraft. Cool, bro. Like, if there's one game I really don't care about your skill level at, it's this game. Because it just doesn't matter. You know, being good at Call of Duty, oh, I'll 1v1 you and I'll smack you, sure. If someone can beat me in Minecraft PvP, it's like, cool, bro. Like, do you expect me to really care? No offense to people that are cracked at it. It's cool if you're cracked at it. You get what I'm saying, though. It's a very bizarre game to, like, start flexing your skills on. Dude, you don't even know how to find diamonds in world record time, dude? Oh my god, man. You straight up are a noob. Like, it would just be a little weird. Anyways, his obsession continues to develop, you know, like he just starts talking about Minecraft more and more. And what got annoying about that isn't even necessarily that he was talking about something that he liked. People do that. It was the fact that he was just constantly talking about it all the time and telling people information like it was some brand new secret. And it was just obvious stuff that everybody knew, you know, which like is saying something. I feel like most people aren't experts on video games. So if you're obsessed with something and every time you talk about it, everyone's like, bro, we know. That's how you know you're not actually that much of an elite pro player. For example, he would be like, guys, did you know that if you give a dog a bone in Minecraft, it'll become your dog? And everyone was like, yeah. And he's like, no, you guys didn't know that. And he would argue with them about what they knew and what they didn't know. Which, listen, I think talking about, like, whatever, video game tips or whatever, if that's what you want to do, go for it. I don't care. But it's so funny to point out obvious stuff that everybody knows, and then when they tell you that they know it, to just deny that they know it. What, do you have the ability to just peer into their brain like it's a VR headset, dude? Maybe we are a simulation. I've actually studied your player character. I know that you do not know this information. I've done a complete brain scan. Like, how do you know what other people do not know? I just feel like that's such a weird thing to say, especially when it's something insanely obvious. Like, it's not like you just told someone the secret of the universe and they were like, yeah, I actually always knew that. No, man, you said something insanely obvious. Water is also wet. If you said that and someone said, oh, I know that, you wouldn't be like, no, you don't. You definitely don't understand that water is wet. But eventually his obsession even started to seep out of school and like into the neighborhood. He lived in this guy's neighborhood and he only like really knew where the guy lived when he started to have a problem because he was like rounding up all of the younger kids in the neighborhood. Like they were in like 6th grade at the time and he was rounding up all the 3rd graders and telling them that like if they fought a revolution with their Minecraft foam swords, they could take over the neighborhood and like be in charge and play Minecraft whenever they want, which is just nuts, bro. You're gonna fight a revolution with foam swords. Good luck with that one, right? Like, good luck. But on top of that, you're telling me that you're going to take over with your foam swords just so you can play Minecraft all the time? Listen, man, I understand that video games can be fun, but I feel like destroying society and rebuilding a new one where the main focus is playing a video game isn't gonna end well. The society just collapses into itself in like 4 days when no one's been purifying the water and they all accidentally give themselves dysentery because they're too busy trying to build a Minecraft castle. But basically, he got this group of kids that were down to quote-unquote fight the parents, and they started building this, like, base in the front yard of his house. And throughout the day, all the other kids in the neighborhood just went to look at it, and a couple of parents were, like, standing on the outside of the base telling them to come out. But by that point, they were basically using just, like, a bunch of stuff from everyone's garages. Like, there's, like, tires, plywood, whatever it was. They're just saying that they're not going to come out. And whenever someone's older brother, like, went to try to go in and grab his younger brother, all of them just started smacking the crap out of him with the foam swords, so he left. I'm not saying that foam swords are the end-all, be-all, right? But let's be honest. If you've ever been in, like, a Nerf sword fight, Well, I don't know what happened. I couldn't talk for a second. If you've ever been in a Nerf sword fight, if someone smacks you too hard, it's not pleasant. You're not gonna actually be injured, you know? It's not gonna decapitate you. But imagine you like crawl through a tire to try to get into this little hideout and like 30 people just start smacking you as hard as they can. It doesn't feel very swagged out. And so finally, a couple of the parents of the kids that are in this little group staging this mini Minecraft revolution go knock on the Minecraft kids' door, and the dad answers. And they're like, hey man, I don't know what's going on, but your kid's building a fort. They won't come out. They're saying that they're going to throw a revolution to play Minecraft. And the dad, instead of being like, wait, what is going on? Are you serious? Oh my goodness, I need to handle this right away. Just lets out this big sigh, like a big and is like, I know, I'll come handle it. Which I don't know if the I know meant literally that he knew his kid was like staging a revolution, or if it was more of a like, my kid is just always doing something stupid and the neighbors always have to come over to ask me to stop it because he's just always getting himself into a stupid situation. He walks outside and he sees this like little base thing, which is just giant piles of garbage, basically. But it's just precarious enough where, like, it's annoying to walk or climb over. They're guarding the entrance with, like, 10 kids swinging their Nerf swords. And the dad starts saying, look, you've got to cut this out, you know? You've got to be, like, realistic about this. You're not going to stage a revolution for Minecraft. Just tell everybody to come out of the fort. You're making me look bad. There's a pile of trash in the front yard. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Please just knock it off. And the Minecraft kid yells over about how he's never going to give up. He knows that he has a right to play Minecraft, and if they want to rebuild society, then that's what they should do. And his forefathers would have been proud of him, and he starts going on this like speech about how the 4th of July taught him a lesson about standing up to tyranny. Bro, I love how in his mind, just like having to go to school and learn things that aren't Minecraft related is the ultimate tyranny. I think he would love to have a conversation with people in countries that like actually suck. We're in North Korea where you can't do literally anything, you know? Your great leader works so hard he literally never has to poop apparently. North Korean generational prisons where they're like interned for a crime their great grandfather did. Nah, that's not tyranny. You're crazy because, you know, they're playing real life Minecraft. My dad's saying that I can't play Minecraft? Tyranny, absolute tyranny. Also, I feel like when we fought the Revolutionary War, it was over things that were like, you know, a little bit more pressing of an issue than them just saying no Minecraft. George Washington is crossing the Delaware, pickaxe in his hand. I will beat the end! Like, I don't think that's what was going on. But whatever, he gives this little speech, and of course, the parents and everyone standing around starts laughing at it because it's just absurd to be like, the 4th of July inspired me to make a mini revolution to be able to play Minecraft. Like, that's just an insane thing to say. But whatever, he sticks to it, and when they start laughing at him, he starts being mad, being like, we're gonna conquer the rest of the neighborhood by the week's end, we're gonna keep taking land, so laugh now, but you won't be laughing long. And at that point, his dad has just had enough because it's a spectacle. The whole neighborhood's laughing at him. He's saying they're gonna keep conquering the neighborhood. So the dad just like grabs one of the walls and starts pulling off the plywood. And he pulls off the plywood, and there's a few layers to it, but they hear their walls starting to come down, and their like Minecraft commander says like, they're tearing down the fort now. And all of a sudden they start smelling this like burning smell, and they look, and all of the Minecraft kids have come out the backside of the fort on the opposite side of where they all were, like in the inside. Everyone watching's on one side, the Minecraft kids are on the other, and there's now a plume of smoke coming out from the middle of the fort. And the Minecraft kid dad starts yelling like, what's burning? What's burning? What is that? Because there's just a fire in the middle of his front yard. I'm sure that's not something you would love to see. And his son is like, we lit a fire so that way if you conquered the fort, there was nothing left for you guys to use in our fight for the revolution. I don't know why this kid was so delusional, bro, but in his mind, right, we're going to conquer the fort and then use it to fight the Minecraft kids' Revolutionary War. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You literally just built a fort and now you lit a fire in the fort, which is definitely a fire hazard considering plywood's most of the construction. So whatever, the dad starts screaming about how like that's so idiotic, he's gonna burn the house down, and him and a bunch of other dads start trying to rip the stuff off the fort to get to the fire before the fort bursts into flames. And so they're starting to tear the fort down in like something out of a Narnia battle or something. Like the General Minecraft, that's what I'm gonna call him, calls out charge. And all of a sudden, all these kids with their Minecraft swords and him start rushing the parents trying to rip the walls off the fort to put out the fire. And he screams something about how, like, they're tearing down the fort, defend it. If you wanted to defend the fort, probably shouldn't have left it and lit it on fire, man. Like, you're gonna light it on fire and then attack the people trying to put out the fire. And so they start running in and just smacking these parents as hard as they can with these foam swords, which isn't enough to, like, really hurt them, but it's enough to piss them off and, like, make them not able to actually do anything. So they start yelling for help. And like I said, there was a bunch of kids there, older siblings and whatnot, so they start running in and trying to, like, block the swords. And so it's probably the most depressing sight you've ever seen, the most first world battle of 300 cringe combat situation. Just a bunch of kids with Minecraft swords that are convinced that they're fighting the revolution to be able to play Minecraft every day, all the time. It's their national pastime. And they're trying to attack people, trying to put out a fire that they started while their siblings are fighting them, bro. And these Minecraft kids are fighting vicious, man. They're like climbing up on parts of the fort and jumping off to try to smack people and whatnot. But obviously, they're not, like, strong enough to actually prevent themselves from being pushed back a bit. So they get pushed back, the parents rip down the fort, and there's, like, a decent-sized campfire in there, and they put it out pretty quickly. And as they're putting it out and the fort's destroyed, the Minecraft kid is like, retreat, retreat. And this person lives in a neighborhood that's kind of situated in some woods, so the Minecraft kids, like, run off into the woods. And so the fire gets put out, and now everyone that just witnessed this is standing around like, what is going on? And now all the parents are saying, we're gonna go get our kids now. Like, this is insane. This is out of hand. I can't believe they just did that and then ran into the woods after. They really went around smacking all the parents with their foam swords, and then we're like, nah, it's gonna be cool. It's all gonna work out. Don't worry about it. Let's just run into the woods. And of course, people aren't too thrilled with the Minecraft general's dad. You know, it's not his fault that his son is doing this, but it's also definitely not his fault. Like, I don't think parents are responsible for everything their kid does, but your kid has to have gotten some of these ideas from somewhere, man. I don't feel like when I was in 6th grade, I would have rounded up the troops to try to make a revolution with Minecraft swords. I'm pretty stupid. I don't think I'm that dumb, you know? And even not necessarily stupid's not the right word, because that takes a lot of organization, but you guys get what I'm saying. So whatever, the parents start, like, searching the woods, and the person who sent this to me is one of the older brothers of one of the Minecraft kids that had been involved in this, so he's looking in the woods as well. And sure enough, one by one, they start finding them, and they're like, we split up because we thought it would make it harder for us to track down, but it looks like the enemy has been able to find our positions, bro. They were really committed to this. It would have been all fun and games until the sun went down and it got really cold outside, and they were like, did we pack any rations or camping equipment? No, we didn't. We just have these foam swords and one laptop so we can take turns playing Minecraft. I just also think it'd be so hilarious. Like, I know I mentioned it earlier, but imagine a society where, like, the people that took over were just really obsessed with a video game. Like Call of Duty Zombies Government Edition, where, you know, we're not putting any money towards education. We're not going to fund the military. We're not going to fund anything. What we are going to do is provide everyone with sick internet and a good Xbox. Like, it would just be so bizarre to have something like that. Not that it ever would have worked, but I just don't even know why that was their ideal world. You know, I'm not saying that everything's perfect, but I feel like what we've got going on now is a lot better than a world where Minecraft diamonds become the actual official currency of everything. The FBI no longer is investigating counterfeit money, just people that do duplication glitches in Minecraft. Whatever though, little by little, looking through the woods, they keep finding more of them, and each time, like, some of them don't want to give up, blah, 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 blah. It starts turning into a little bit of, like, World War II with the island situation. You know how there was those Japanese soldiers that literally didn't surrender until, like, the 80s because they were just so bent on being successful that they just did not believe that Japan could have lost, you know? So whatever, they end up getting all these kids back, and everyone is, like, pretty pissed off, especially because they're not fans of the fact that he had organized this entire revolution, attacked all the parents, lit a fire, all this stuff. So everybody decides to go back to the Minecraft kids' house, not to, like, riot or anything, but to just talk to the parents about it because they were not going to let that happen again. So obviously they start talking to the Minecraft kids' parents and they're saying that they've got to do something. You know, clearly whatever that they're currently doing is not working. If he's leading mini revolutions of all the neighborhood kids, they don't want that going on. And on top of it, he's leading them on like mini revolutions to drop out of school and play Minecraft all the time. Like, I don't think that's a very good example that you want a bunch of people looking up to. Forget society. The only thing that matters is Minecraft. Like, I don't know, man. Call me crazy, but I think the real world matters a little bit more than the digital one. And I love video games, but I'm just saying, like, I do not want to live in a world where everybody that is really good at whatever Minecraft minigame's popular right now is the leaders of the free world, dude. Imagine Dream is like head of the United States Defense Department, man. I'm not saying I hate him. I'm just saying I don't want Dream in charge of the nukes. I shouldn't be in charge of the nukes. No one who plays video games should be in charge of the nukes. And his parents agree, and I think their solution was to like make him not able to play Minecraft anymore, which, listen, man, I understand he probably very much hated that, but after everything that went down, I feel like that's a pretty fair choice. If you're so obsessed with a game that you actively want to fight a revolution to make the game more important, you should not be allowed to play the game anymore, because no game is ever worth that. That's nuts, man. You don't understand! I have to tear down everything, the entire society, for one reason. Valorant should be the main reason we exist. So, whatever, his parents say that they're no longer going to be letting him play Minecraft, and they're going to be, like, forcing him to just get rid of video games altogether. Which I know some people in the comments are going to be like, that's so unfair. I don't know, man. Once you light a fire in your front yard and start smacking people trying to put it out, I think it's probably time to maybe get away from the Xbox a bit. I'm not saying everybody should touch grass, but this guy definitely needs to touch grass, not digital grass. Actually, if I put dirt next to grass, it'll grow grass over time. I have touched grass in Minecraft. Like, that doesn't count. Doesn't count. Real grass. But whatever. As soon as his parents say that he's not going to be allowed to play Minecraft anymore, he's not standing outside with them, but he had been like overhearing it from the upstairs window, I guess. They just hear screaming and like a bunch of things being broken and just thrown around. And next thing they know, they see his blinds fly open, and like in front of the blinds was this net. And the next thing that comes flying out of this window, hits the net, smashes the net off the window, and comes flying, is this dude's laptop, bro. I guess in his mind, he's like, if my mom and dad are going to not let me play Minecraft, then my laptop's gotta fly away. I just want to know his logic there. Mom and dad said no more Minecraft, throwing my laptop at the crowd of people outside my window while they're all watching. And so the crowd gasps a bit because it's not every day someone just starts throwing expensive things out of their window. And I don't think a lot of them knew what it was at first, but it smacks the ground, it breaks, everyone gasps, and his parents are like, all right, we're not letting him play Minecraft, but we're going to go deal with this. And they start yelling at him, saying that, like, what are you doing? You're embarrassing us even more. It's a whole debacle, man. So most of the crowd disperses because they're kind of realizing that, like, this kid's just going through it right now, man. He's gonna be destroying the house. And what's nuts is there was a lot more noises before the laptop had gotten thrown out of the window of things breaking, so maybe he just like picked up a rubber mallet or something and started going Crash Bandicoot mode where you just start spinning in circles but just smacking everything along the way. And after this situation, he like was still obsessed with Minecraft for a while. For the rest of that period, he pretty much avoided everybody in the neighborhood though, and at school, unless they were like equally obsessed with whatever he was. But at this point, he's actually moved all of that obsession to a different thing to be into. This thing's way less revolutionarily causing. Now he's just like really into fishing, which is quite the jump. I mean, I guess you can fish in Minecraft or whatever, but I love how he went from like, I'm going to burn down everything to build a society on Minecraft, to like literally a year later just not really caring about it anymore and catching fish instead. It's just a very large 180. Nothing wrong with that. I'm glad he got a 180. Getting off the video games got him a more normal hobby than literally being obsessed with a game that hard where you'll light a fire in your front yard. But it's just funny, man. Even if he would have, like, hypothetically taken over and made a Minecraft society a year later? Would he have just been like, man, I'm bored? Anyways, guys, I think that'll do it. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know. If you had to pick one video game world to live in, what game would it be? I'm actually curious. If you had to pick one, let me know in the comment section down below which one you would have picked. And while you're down there, press the like button too. It just helps the video do better. And if you enjoyed this video, you like videos like this, you should subscribe and turn on those notifications. I post really frequently. I'm working on getting the videos longer, guys. I am, all right. I know. I'm trying out here. So if you do appreciate the longer videos, you should also take a second to press the like button. Let me know in the comment section down below. Subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you like the story times but would rather listen offline without gameplay, whatever floats your boat, I post the audios on Spotify, link down below to that. Feel free to check that out. And I also have a playlist in the description with some of my favorite story times for this year for you guys to watch. If you need something to listen to while you're playing video games, homework, chores, whatever it may be, check that out, link down below. And yeah, on that note, guys, that'll do it. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot, and hopefully I will see each and every single one of you guys next time with another video. I'm out. Peace.